Alright, so now we've got an ice trial. We will see how this one goes. I'm leading off with Rivambi. In this one, we're going to try and set up early sticky webs. He does have, what's it called? He does have Avalugg, which will have Rapid Spin. This is also scary because he could outspeed me and go for Icicle Spear. I don't think he outspeeds though. And there's a good chance that he just sets up rocks, which I'm a big fan of U-turning, so if I'm predicting rocks, Stun Spore is a better play than Sticky Web. But it's probably just safer to get the webs up, because it's almost guaranteed on turn 1. So we've got webs up. He's going to have to bring in Avalugg to get rid of those, and he is going to set up the rocks. So now I think here we can Stun Spore to go ahead and hinder this thing. He is most likely going to go for Icicle Spear, which will break through my Sash, unfortunately, but I get to hinder either Mamoswine or something here, and afterwards I can U-turn into something else. I didn't get to bring Excadrill in this game because we're only allowed to bring 2 things that are super effective, and I decided Aegislash was better. In comes Frosmoth. This is scary because I think it gets Quiver Dance, and I missed my Stun Spore, which is very unfortunate. I'm sure this thing is going to Quiver Dance, so I'm going to U-turn into Cinderace. He can't touch Cinderace. I take Rocks damage, which is no big deal. This probably won't do anything. That's actually pretty decent chunk. That's a lot more than I was expecting. Do I think that Cinderace dies here on the switch in? Probably not. Is Aegislash a safer switch in? I think this thing runs a Bug move, Giga Drain, an Ice move, and Quiver Dance. So he cannot touch Aegislash. Aegislash is always a safe switch. Nothing's gonna one-shot Aegislash, especially from Frosmoth. Goes for Dazzling Gleam. That's interesting. I don't think he can actually break an Aegislash sub here, so I'm gonna set up a sub, and he is most likely gonna go into Mamoswine. He stays in. I'm not sure what he goes for here, because I don't think he can break my sub. He goes for Defog, so he gets rid of his own rocks. That's actually better for me, because my Rivambi didn't get touched, so the Sash is still intact, and we can get up webs later. The Frosmoth already has the drop on it, so that is totally okay. A Flash Cannon kills here, or I can Dynamax and get +1 defense, which I don't think I need to do yet. I think that's very viable against his team, but I don't need to do that yet. I can just throw off a Flash Cannon here and hit anything really hard. This Mamoswine might actually die to this unless he is Sash, which he could be. A lot of Mamoswines are in Sash, but maybe this doesn't kill? I don't know, let's see. Alright, so that's beautiful. Most Mamoswines are Sash. I'm not sure what his was. Maybe Life Orb? Life Orb's also good. So we're in a really good position right here. It would be better if our webs were up, but we got... I'm totally fine with him removing rocks. Rocks were very dangerous for us. I don't know why you would bring this in either, because I'm pretty sure a Flash Cannon kills. I'm also pretty sure he's either going to Earthquake or Flare Blitz, so I think we just go for King Shield on the off chance that he Flare Blitz into the shield and gets the drop. So let's see. There's also a chance that he Scarfs so he outspeeds, and we want to be in shield form whenever he hits our sub, because then there's a chance that he doesn't actually break the sub. So he does go for Flare Blitz into the King Shield. He will get the attack drop. This is the main reason why I opted for Aegislash over Excadrill, because Aegislash is really hard to deal with for certain teams. For a lot of these trials, you will see that I bring Aegislash almost every single time because he fits on almost every team. I don't have too many options in my boxes. That'll change whenever home comes out. But of the options I do have, a lot of them are like top tier. Some of the interesting ones are like more Pico and stuff, which I have brought a couple times. He doesn't really get to do much, but Aegislash is definitely one of the better mons that I have built. Especially for his team. I don't know what his answer is for Aegislash on his team. Which, always the issue with monotype teams is going to be going against your weakness. But most types have a way to get around that. Waterhead, Seismitoad, things like that. Which, Seismitoad's still weak to grass, but you get the point. Seismitoad can eat electric moves, Lantern can eat electric moves. In comes Lapras. I think I King Shield here just to see what he's going to go for. It's risky if he... I'm trying to think of what Lapras can do. I think at worst he would set up a sub. So maybe we just sub instead of King Shield because I think we're faster. We're not faster, and this is probably going to do enough to not allow us to sub, right? Because we're in Sword, yeah. So bad play on my part. That's okay though. We definitely can't lose Aegislash yet. We still need him. Here I'm going to throw up a King Shield to get more leftovers. Because I'm definitely going to switch, but King Shield in here is definitely the right call. As long as he doesn't go for sub, because I don't think Lapras has any other setup moves. Throws on another Surf. So after this, we'll get our leftovers, and then we can switch into Rotom. Rotom should be able to eat a Surf. He doesn't have Mamoswine anymore, so then we get a free Volt Switch or Trick. So I think that is the play. We'll go into Rotom here. He's probably just going to fire for another Surf, yep. And we should take this pretty well. Yeah, definitely. I don't really want to trick this thing because I don't know what item it has. But we will throw off a Volt Switch here because he is most likely going to switch. He actually Gigantamaxes. This is interesting because I don't really know what I want to switch into this. I honestly thought he was going to Freeze Dry. But after Gigantamax and Freeze Dry wouldn't be good in the Rotom because you lose the super effective on water. So our goal here is we want to stall these turns out. What's the best way to do this? We can go into Cutiefly, guaranteed live a hit, and then U-turn back into Rotom. Or we can sack Aegislash. I don't think I want to sack Aegislash. The problem with going into Cutiefly is he could go for an Ice move here and set up Hail, and then we die anyways. That's another reason why Dragapult isn't an option here, because there's a good chance that he goes for an Ice move. Maybe we just go into Gyarados here. Gyarados isn't too important against the rest of his team. And he should be able to eat whatever happens. I don't know what this move is. I haven't seen a lot of the G-Max attacks. So it's an Ice move. What's it do? Ooh, does this set up Hail and Aurora Veil? That's really good. Oh, it just sets up Aurora Veil. I don't know how that works because it's not raining. So here we go for Bounce because I'm pretty sure we're faster, and it drains another turn of Gigantamax, which is our only goal right now. Our only goal is to get him out of Gigantamax so we can actually deal with him. And Gyarados did that perfectly, so that's all that we needed from Gyarados. We could possibly get a Paralyze here too, which we do not. And Gyarados goes down. That's okay. He's gonna come out of Gigantamax now so we can actually deal with this thing. Very scary. I do like that move, setting up Aurora Veil. That seems very good. And it's gonna be hard to bust through this thing now that Aurora Veil is up. So I think the plan here is we go into Cutiefly, we Stun Spore and set up webs. Because he can't set up Hail with the G-Max anymore. He might not have been able to set up Hail anyways, because that would replace the G-Max Ice move. Like being G-Max replaces the Ice move. So we get a Stun Spore off, that's good. He might be Rest, possibly. Should be bad. He just goes for a Surf. That's probably going to knock us down to our sash. Doesn't even. I'm fine with sacking off Cutiefly here. We can just set up a Sticky Web. And then I think we try to win with Cinderace. I think we go into Cinderace and we G-Max and we Max Knuckle. Start getting stat buffs because the Avalugg is going to be really hard for us to break through. His Aurora Veil also just wore out. And I don't think Cinderace will die to a Surf in Dynamax. Are gonna Max Knuckle. Go ahead and get +1. I'm excited for the Gigantamax Cinderace. I really like how that looks. And there's a good chance that it comes out with Libero, which will make him an even bigger threat than what he is now. I probably won't run a Scarf one though anymore. Unfortunately, I'll have to run Life Orb. Not sure how much this Max Knuckle will do. It's only 90 base power. Okay, so either he gets paralyzed here or he Surfs, and I'm pretty sure we live it. So he Surfs, we should live it. Perfect. And we get to do another Max Knuckle here. This is pretty much game over. We did have to sack 2 Mons to deal with this Lapras. Was an issue. But the next Max Knuckle here will get me up to +2. And then on our last turn of Dynamax, I can Max Flare to get the Sun up. So, and after that, I'm Scarfed, and I can lock myself into whatever. So we're at +2. We're still Dynamaxed. He has Dracozolt, the Coffee Table. Coffee Table comes in. This is going to be hard to blast through. We're just going to have to go for Max Flare. Hope that it kills. It should kill. We're at +2. And after it kills, we're in Sun, so we can just finish the game with 2 Pyro Ball. Yeah. Alright, so that should wrap the game up as long as we don't miss Pyro Ball. If we miss Pyro Ball, we could be in trouble, honestly. I think Pyro Ball is either 90 or 95 accuracy, so we shouldn't miss, but it's missed a lot for me in the past, so we'll see how it goes. Nothing's gonna live a hit from this though, unless it's Sash. Haven't really seen much Arctozolt, so I don't know what item it normally runs. I'm gonna guess Life Orb. If it is Sash, then we're in trouble, because nothing is going to live a Sun boosted +2 Pyro Ball. It's actually 90 accuracy. Is Low Kick a better option? No. I think we just Pyro Ball and trust that 90% accurate is good enough. So here's one. Excadrill would have been nice to bring, but like I said, Aegislash was pretty necessary to wall whatever he brought, and then Cinderace is just ridiculous on most teams. I'm a big fan of like volt turning, so having I think he's the maybe second or third fastest Scarfer in the game. Having the second or third fastest Scarfer with U-turn is beautiful for me. So this Pyro Ball should end it off, and that is going to do it for this trial. Down goes the Frostmoth, and that is it. So not too bad. We lost a couple mons, and good game.